It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 42.
Burrow will throw. And this will be caught by Brown. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Allen going to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Allen. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. To the air, Allen escaping the pressure right. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They run for the first time with James Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Allen rolling to his right. does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Offense.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Floating one, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming
Offside.
on third down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark
Still
off the
third down.
5, and keep it moving.
So now after the penalty, they'll try again here on 3rd and goal. Now Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman from 10 yards out. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On point, ready? Here we go. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
11 MT.
An inside give, Brown. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate.